Hey everybody, thanks for a great third class today. I really appreciate it. And I do hope that each of you are working hard on your papers and working on that revision process. It seemed like everybody kind of walked out of class with plenty on their plate for what they need to do. So what I'd like to do is take a few moments and go out of our out-of-class work assignments for Module 3. Or for week 3, sorry about that. So if I come over here and I click on hybrid work, out of class work, I will see our week 3, which is where we are at. And when I click into it, there is, here, let me move this over just a bit. There is a brief introduction for us, kind of going over what's coming up. There are 3 parts for this particular out of class work week. The first one is focusing on your revision. As I said, there was going to be a little bit of a journal here just talking about and giving you an opportunity to respond to getting feedback during the revision process. And then we come down here, click on week 3 journal, and you can submit that. And then here is that revision plan I talked to you about. And if you click here on this revision plan instructions, it will take you to it. And then you just click on this week 3 revision plan and submit, and it'll be okay. I also provide for you the notes on the writer's memo, so you will want to click on this. Your writer's memo is supposed to be on your final paper before it is submitted, so you'll want to click here. And then finally, you're going to submit your final paper right here by clicking Final Writing Process Essay. You'll click on this, and you will click on, you don't want to use Write Submission. Instead, you want to browse your computer, and you will find the part where your paper is at, and you could submit it that way, okay? But after you finish completing your paper, then we're going to transition on into part 2 here, which is a little bit of our grammar stuff. We're looking at major sentence errors, and there's a lecture, and then another major sentence error issue, which is verb problems, and there's another lecture for you to listen to on that. And then our activity, which is just on common sentence errors, and you click right here, and that will take you to the Mind Tab activities for you. And finally, the third part is prepping us for the next class, as well as our last 2 papers. Our last 2 papers are something called a TED Talk paper, and then the other one is something called an informative research paper. And the beauty of this assignment that I have for you is if you do it right, your TED Talk can also be used as part of your informational research. So you remember how I always say college is about working smarter, not harder, and this is a perfect example of that. So you can work smarter by coming up with the same topic. Anyway, there's 3 short videos for you. This first one is just a video on how to choose a research question. You don't have to go nuts on it, but I do want you to just listen to it, maybe take some notes so that it's with you, so that when we start talking about it in class next week, it'll make a little more sense. Then also, developing your topic is a pretty good one for you to listen to as well. It'll help you out. And finally, there is a brief video here about an introduction to research in your TED Talks. Each video is roughly 4 to 8 minutes long. It's not too much. Then right below it, there are the paper assignments. So for those of you who like to know what's coming up ahead of time, you are more than welcome to look at those, but you don't have to yet if you don't want to. Probably the most important thing I want you to have paid attention to, though, and watch is our video that we need to watch. It's by Keo Stark. She is our speaker, and it is Why You Should Talk to Strangers. It's about, it's almost 12 minutes long, and what I'd like you to do when you're watching it is I'd like you to take some notes on whatever it is that she is saying during her speech. It will really help you during class when we get together. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Just taking some time, giving me a healthy paragraph on the peer response, giving me a healthy revision plan to help you fix your paper, doing the writer's memo, which again is just another paragraph for it, and then submitting your final paper. The rest of it after that is starting some grammar-ish information for you, and then finally watching 1, 2, 3 videos here, taking notes on them. So right there at a max, you got a half hour worth of work, and then add on another 12 minutes here. So you should be able to complete all of this pretty quickly and pretty easily. That's about it. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week.